Well, the world is not a monolith, so you can't point to one word or one phrase and say that's the state of the world. But I think it probably, in a way that is probably quite unique in human history, it is the best and the worst of times. I think that the world is in a terrible place. I think these are devastating times. I think the world is in such a bad place we're not even admitting quite what a bad place we're in. But I think simultaneously these are very exhilarating times, because even though there is an intensification of oppression, there is an intensification of violence, there is an intensification of greed, there is an intensification of all that is the worst about humanity on collective display, there is also a profound evolutionary impulse. There is a real revolution of consciousness going on that I think is as big and as important as other times of great awakening on the planet, whether it was the Renaissance or the Enlightenment, the period of the Enlightenment. So I don't think either should be minimized for their import or their significance. In that sense, I think it's a little bit of a race for time right now. Does humanity have everything that we need in order to pull out of this death spiral? Absolutely. That's the tragedy, the potential tragedy, and certainly the poignancy of this moment. What we lack is the collective will. So the collective will, I think, first of all, sometimes in life you have to admit how bad things are before you really embrace doing that which it takes to make them right. And so I think that many people are afraid to look at what we most need to look at. And that's a problem, because until we're, it's like if you're an addict, you have to admit the fact you're an addict. If your life is falling apart, you have to admit that before you really go about the work of putting it back together. And so we keep not quite falling to our knees. And that's unfortunate.